All right, all new at 11, a story of rehabilitation and redemption inside of the Dade Correctional Institution in Homestead. 100 inmates have just graduated from a literary program in which volunteers teach poetry and spoken word. CBS 4's Francis Wang introduces us to the man we call the prisoner poet.
Misconceptions fall both ways, like tears fall from both eyes.
On his eyes, the words read, "No evil."
When my eyes are closed, I see no evil.
On his lips, the words pour out from his heart.
You would be surprised how deep incarcerated minds dive in the treasures they find when they're buried alive.
A poem written by Eduardo Martinez, the poet laureate of the Exchange for Change program here at Dade Correctional Institution in Homestead. On this day, nearly 100 inmates are graduating.
These labels that we wear daily, and we take that. We sit back and we take these words that are thrown about us. We're usually judged off our crime or our mistake.
Martinez serving as master of ceremonies.
And it's an honor to have you guys here. It's an honor for us to get behind this microphone and share this piece of our experience with you.
Through this program, inmates exchange letters with volunteers outside of prison. They take classes from legal writing to film review, songwriting to spoken word. Graduation is their chance to share their innermost thoughts.
If you truly want people to forgive you, then you must first truly forgive yourself. And so I stand up and I shake myself like a soda can and I pop this top and release this pressure called unforgiveness.
All this only for a moment. The visitors leave and then it's back to their cells.
For the rest of your life, whether you're good or bad, you're going to stay in this place.
Martinez will turn 40 this year. He has spent half of his life in prison.
I lost my independence on Independence Day. On Independence Day, as a matter of fact.
July 4th.
July the 4th.
July 4th, 2000. Martinez was barely 20 years old. He tried to rob a man at gunpoint. In a scuffle, the gun went off and the man died.
Every day I feel bad for it. I feel bad for the hurt I've caused people.
Martinez was given a life sentence for second-degree murder and attempted robbery.
They gave me a life sentence because at the end of the day, I feel like I can give it right back. Even if it's through a poem, through a piece of writing, through just persevering and being a good person.
The hope of the Exchange for Change program is that inmates in it will be prepared to return to society and that society will be ready for their return.
And so now the healing process begins. I forgive me. Can you?
The hope is for rehabilitation and redemption, a hope Martinez holds on to, even though most would tell him otherwise.
We hold on to hope, and hope in his, like, you know, I argue with hope all the time.
Martinez says he has to hold on to hope for his son Eddie, who is now the same age as Martinez when he was locked up.
Eddie, I'm proud of you. You're graduating this year, you're going to prom, you're passing, man. You beat the odds, you're part of my motivation, man. You inspires me.
He hopes one day, somehow, he'll be free.
You're what keeps the hope alive that one day I'm gonna get out and be out there for you and be able to help you do what you have to do to succeed in life.
Where were you?
Until then, he keeps writing because the only thing he knows for sure can find freedom, his words.
Because if you're reading these words, we've succeeded. My words are breathing freedom. And that's my reason to keep pushing this pen again. Believing that somebody out there is listening and might just care in humanity enough to help us make a change.
Francis Wang, CBS 4 News Tonight.
The program started in August 2014 with just 17 inmates. By the end of this year, more than 900 will have graduated from this program.